Right when I left Berklee, I got a gig as a runner at a big studio, and I worked there for about 6 weeks. And it was just cleaning toilets at 4 a.m. with somebody who'd been there for 3.5 years. And I sort of had this moment where I was driving in rush hour morning traffic. I was ending my day and everybody was going to work. It was like 6 or 7 a.m. And I was like, I know there's a way to pay my dues as an engineer and not be cleaning toilets for the next 3 years.
Calm and cheerful, boy, you're giving me an earful, all about the rotten fits of haze.
I started calling every management company that represented like any producer or engineer that I admired, and somebody my age invariably would like pick up the phone, and I would kind of say like, hey man, like what's going on? Like, can I email you my resume? And I would kind of just like make friends with whoever was answering the phone because they were somebody grinding like me. One of the management companies called me and said like, hey, we have this producer who needs an engineer. And so then I worked for that guy for 3 years.
Patience claims, sleep it off for one more stale day. In the morning, wake up feeling new.
In the meantime, I made this record for my band, Illuminati Hotties, as sort of a production calling card. And a friend said, like, why don't you try and put this out like with a label instead of just like dropping it on Bandcamp and letting it simmer? And I was like, okay. I ended up linking up with this small label that's in North Carolina. They said, sure, we'll put it out. And then it kind of like weirdly took off, and all of a sudden I found myself constantly on tour and playing all over the country and getting asked to do support slots for bigger bands, and suddenly the band was like my job also, and the freelance work really started to pick up. So it was a sort of windy road, but mostly I think I just am here because I was impatient. If somebody told me when I was 14 that this is what I would be doing, I'm not sure I would have believed it. As long as you're happy and you're using your creative voice and figuring out how to make it work within the way you want to live your life, I think it's successful. It's amazing. It's the dream.